94.5 The Buzz. Highly suspect, and my name is Human. Rod Ryan Show. Javier says, this S is legit. And he sent me a picture of the new Bluebell collab with Dr. Pepper. He said it's really, really, really good. All right, well, good morning. I hope you're off to a great start to your day. Welcome aboard. Free Beer Friday off and running. We've got that first case of beer already down. Open phones, can't wait. I remember you guys absolutely killing it last week on open phones. I feel like you guys really are getting really comfortable with this. So that's great, man. I cannot wait to turn the show over to you. We'll leave you with Dave Matthews Band tickets in the pit for the big show tonight. But right now, we got to play a game. Let's do it. All right, he's slow, he's fast. We've never said this before about one person. Usually one person is slow, the other is fast. He's both. Andrew.
What's going on, Rod?
What's up, bro? You have 2 wins under your belt. You're going for win number 3 today, right? All those numbers are right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you feel about red pancakes? Do you like them?
Oh, I'll eat red pancakes.
You will eat red pancakes? Would you eat red pancakes for breakfast?
Of course.
You may need to.
Yeah.
Goat, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Rod.
Wow. That is not one song I expected to hear today.
Did a guy on the radio that sounds like me say that you got in as one of the earlier calls this week? So we knew you were swimming in the water?
I've been calling all year. I have had the hardest time getting through.
Interesting.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Well, let's see. I mean, this is crushing for the Fandrews out there. This is crushing news.
Just imagine hearing that. You wake up, you're having a good day, then you hear that.
Nudity.
No,
I said nudity.
I ain't scared.
No, Andrew,
good.
you shouldn't be.
I like it.
All right, so
Gotta beat the best to be the best, guys.
I like that. You know how much I like that slow, fast Andrew. I think you need another gear, though. You need to be fast Andrew today.
Fast is
okay?
important.
What are they playing for?
So I've got a pair of tickets to the Sublime with Rome show. That's what's slightly stupid at Woodlands Pavilion.
So all you do here is shout out your name when you think you know the answer. For those that don't know Josh the Goat, how many times have you been in the Hall of Fame?
11 times in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, double digits. I don't think there's anyone else with double digits.
Damn.
How many times have you won the whole thing?
I won the tournament in 2013 and 2020.
Okay. He has the most unique resume out there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting him the
Can
title
you turn
of
that music down, Rod?
the Goat. Oh, sure. Okay. There you go. Yeah,
Thank you.
So excited. All right, Andrew. Listen, don't worry about Andrew. This guy, squash him like a bug. Squash him like a bug.
yeah.
Okay?
Easy.
All right, here we go. You're shouting out your name. Please, I need you listening very, very carefully. Alex got 40 minutes of sleep last night. I need you listening carefully. Question number 1. What do we call the day we were born?
Andrew.
I tie.
It's a tie.
You got a tie on that.
Yeah. Andrew was
Interesting.
louder.
I'm sorry?
Andrew, I thought was louder.
Andrew was louder, but okay, tie. Tie on that, guys. Birthday. We were looking for birthday on that. Tie. Interesting. Next question. You see why I said, everybody, listen,
Yeah,
listen.
I'm in.
Goat and slow, fast Andrew. Who was fast? Question number 2. What's the last letter of the alphabet?
Andrew.
Josh.
Josh.
Z.
Say it again.
Z as in Zulu.
Very good. Okay, just making sure. Goat on the board. I heard the disgust coming from Slow Fast Andrew, and I agree with the call. When you go back and listen to the podcast, you will see and hear that Josh got through first. It was very close, Goat, or Slow Fast Andrew. Find that next gear. Find the next gear. Here we go. What do you do on someone's door if there's no doorbell?
Andrew.
Andrew?
That was a tie. I heard Josh. and Andrew at the same time.
Yeah, Andrew's louder. Andrew is louder. That's a tie. He is given a goat. He's given a hell of a game here.
Give my questions a run for their money.
What's that? You're upset we're using so many questions?
A million questions already. There's only 1 point on the board.
Goat and Andrew. What do you call the people on the sidelines that lead the
Andrew.
chants?
Josh.
Josh.
The fans.
No. No. Interesting. Okay. Slow fast. What do you call the people on the sidelines who lead the chants at football games?
Cheerleaders.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
Now it's a game.
Okay. Is everybody awake now?
I'm wide awake.
I mean, you've had a couple of sledgehammer moments already this morning, Tessa.
Never, homeroom never lets me chill.
Here we go. Slow, fast Andrew. Playing the game of his life. Goat, just being the goat. Next question. You each have 1. You have tied on multiple questions. Tessa's freaking out because she's got to write a ton of questions for Monday.
For the weekend.
Here comes your question, possibly for the win for one of you. What type of melon is the color orange on the inside?
Andrew.
Josh.
Josh.
A cantaloupe.
He got it. Damn, Andrew.
Good game, Andrew. Good game.
Wow.
Dude, you are Rocky Balboa. You would not quit. Andrew, he got you on that one. That was a great game. I don't remember the last time Goat worked this hard. I don't
For
remember.
real.
I don't think he knows. When's the last time you worked that hard, Goat?
Well, my last game was the Tournament of Champions against Big D, so...
Yeah, okay.
That was some work.
Yeah, Big D had you, for sure.
Yeah, he got me on that one.
All right, well, listen. I don't think the Fandrews should be upset. It
No, that was a great showing.
was a hell of a game. Andrew, are you going to come back on and play?
Of course.
I hope so. Slow, fast Andrew, man. You were fast Andrew today. That was a great game. Hang on for me. Goat! I know the answer, but just making sure. Can you come on and play with us on Monday?
I will work it into my schedule.
Thank you. Good to have you back. What a game! All right, 94.5 The Buzz. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show. Oasis and Wonderwall. Wakey Wakey, Hands Off Snakies, Free Beer Friday. One case of beer down. We'll have another one for you straight up at 7, 8, and 9. I got your fun facts, of course. The fun fact flashback is going to win you some Bush Our Lady Peace tickets. If you're wondering, if your dance card isn't full tonight and you're still down to party, I've got Dave Matthews Band pit tickets. Now, Chili, you know how he does it. You know Chili's body. He put those on Know the Show, so he's going to make you wait the entire program to win those Dave Matthews Band pit tickets. But there are tickets available for DMB tonight at the Woodlands, but not the pit. So we're going to get you in. 10% chance of rain, partly cloudy, high of 92. What's going on with the rest of the weekend? I see, 20% chance of rain, and I see us in the upper 80s tomorrow, mid to low 80s on Sunday. Melanie says, "Oh my God, as soon as you said red pancakes, I knew where you were going. And I said, oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. It's the GOAT." She said, "Good job on his intro. The lead-in was perfect." Listen, we get excited too. We get excited. And obviously, it's exciting having the GOAT back on. But we can still judge fairly. Because to be honest with you, if the GOAT comes on and loses, that's a bigger story.
Big time.
So just so you know, we judge fairly. We like some of these players that have been around a long, long time. But it doesn't do me any good to put the GOAT in the Hall of Fame right now. If he loses in the next couple of days, the story's way bigger because he's going to be calling back the rest of the year to try to get in and play. So
right.
we do judge fairly, but man, it's exciting too. I mean, people want to hear the song. Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everybody. This is Josh the GOAT, finally making my first appearance in 2023. No lie, I've been calling, but it's tough to get through. I am your fresh out of bed, head-to-head, one-day champion. And shout out to Slow Fast Andrew. What a game. 11 times in the Hall of Fame, and I won it all twice. Join me on Monday as I make it win number 2, bitches.
GOAT, people start thinking about all the years and everything. And I got 2 people this morning asking me about where is Buffalo Bill? And I got to be honest, I haven't talked to him. I used to see him out all the time, so
okay.
I knew him socially as well. And just such a nice guy. He travels a lot. I don't know if he's just independently wealthy. He's just always going around and he's busy. But I do have his email. I'm going to email his ass because I don't think he's played in a couple of years. So I will shoot off that email. But first, I got some work to do. Mm-hmm. We don't slow down in homeroom. Here we go. Here's your fun facts, and your flashback's coming up. The reason that I'm asking about the podcast question, where I'll say this, on Twitter, our poll question, the biggest answer this morning is you listen to podcasts daily.
Yeah.
I'm asking, is it never? Is it a couple times a month, a couple times a week, or is it every day? The largest answer right now is daily. As of 2021, the national numbers, 41% of Americans ages 12 and older have listened to a podcast in the past month. That's up 37% from the year before. They suggest the number could be up about 50% now. 50% of people, Americans, that's everybody, have listened to a podcast in at least the last month. So our numbers are going to be we're going to do a better job than this national survey today, but at least they gave me the idea. Does everybody know Pete Buttigieg, Judge Pete?
Yes.
Or Mayor Pete, right?
Well, now he's like he does something else, doesn't he?
Now he's he's on
some secretary of some
transportation guy.
Yeah.
Because when there's a problem with the airlines, I feel like Mayor Pete comes on and talks. Pete Buttigieg was the 287th person to sign up for Facebook.
That's funny.
I feel like when he was running for president, we talked about this. Do you remember this as being a fun fact of his?
I don't. I don't.
He was an undergrad at Harvard the same time as Mark Zuckerberg, and he signed up to Facebook when it was only available to students there. He's number 287.
That's funny.
The guy that created the baby on board signs never had a kid.
Just wanted to know who did.
And that's got to be, that's
fortune,
millions and millions of dollars that guy made, sure. Yeah. Okay, here we go for Bush Our Lady Peace, May 25th, Bayou Music Center. What? A&W has a bunch of restaurants. Back in the 80s, they tried to one-up McDonald's. What did they try to sell that Americans just did not accept? What did they? What was their play? What was the sandwich that they tried to sell? What was the weight of the sandwich that they tried to sell? I'll walk you right. I'll lead you right to it. 713-212-5945. All right. So I see he's on the phone. Hey, Harold.
Brother Rod, good morning.
There he is. Good morning to you, dude. How'd we do on Wall Street yesterday?
Another good day on Wall Street. The Dow was up 115 points. Kickoff this morning at 33,535. NASDAQ gained 188 to 12,688. Benchmark 10-year Treasury, that's trading at a 3.65%. And oil stands at $72.60 a barrel. To the most active is the big studs: Intel, Salesforce, and Nike. The big duds: Procter & Gamble, United Health, and Merck. On the economic calendar this morning, well, it's all clear. Right now, futures looking good. They're on the upside. Hang on to this. We're going to have another positive day right here on Wall Street. That's it. I'm out of here. This is Hal Lynn, Managing Director with Raymond James, reporter for the Rod Ryan Show. From Raymond James on the scene, Felipe and Augusta. And don't forget to always rock out with your stock out.
Yo, what's up? It's your brother Rod talking about CertaPro painters. Okay, next weekend, the official, unofficial launch of summer, whatever, man. We're going to be spending more time outside. You're going to be spending more time seeing the outside of your house, probably, if you're like me. And you're going to realize, the chips, the cracks. I need to get on my biggest investment in my life, my house. So that's why I let CertaPro painters do it. They are independently owned and operated right here locally in our community. So they know what we're dealing with, especially when it comes to weather and what it does and how it ravages the exteriors of our homes. But man, the power of timeliness. They show up when they say they will. They do it right. The minimal disruption. They get in, they get out, and they do it amazing. They are the official painting partner of our Houston Astros, and you can get that free estimate online right now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. CertaPro Painters, CertaPro.com.
Okay, let's go to the north side because there's an accident there blocking 2 left lanes. I-45 southbound at Parker. It's a 15-minute delay. Why? Because this is a 3-vehicle involved accident. And so the stop and go is from West Mount Houston. There's also an accident that's cleared up at Lockwood on 610 North Loop eastbound. So there's a 7-minute delay. Stop and go from the Hardy Toll Road on the northeast side there. Be aware of that. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
Welcome back. Rod Ryan Show, 94.5 The Buzz. All right, we got to move, man. Okay, Mike. Looks like you're caller number 10. Welcome to the Fun Fact Flashback. A&W Restaurants tried to one-up McDonald's in the 80s, and what they put out there flopped because we're so dumb. What am I talking about here?
It'd be a 3rd-pound burger.
Yeah, they marketed a 1/3 pound burger, and Americans couldn't digest that was heavier than a 1/4 pounder. They thought because 3 is a smaller number than 4,
understand.
they didn't think they were getting enough meat. Oh, come on. It's an embarrassing fun fact for our country. Hey, you just won. What are you giving them?
You get the Bush Our Lady Peace tickets, Bayou Music Center, bud.
Oh, man. Thank you guys so much.
Man, thank you for being a part of Homeroom, my brother. Have a great weekend. Tessa, we got to get right after it, man, with Houston's headlines.
Let's do it. A group of content creators are now suing the state of Montana over that new TikTok ban that we talked about yesterday. So the governor there had signed a law yesterday prohibiting TikTok from operating in Montana, wouldn't allow residents to download the app. It's not going to take place till January, but there's been a lawsuit filed by 5 TikTok creators claiming that new law violates the First Amendment. So that's the follow-up on that big story. Also, there's an ozone pollution watch that continues over Houston today. Yesterday, it was really bad, but ozone, if you didn't know, is a lung irritant, and it can trigger asthma attacks in sensitive individuals. We have a little bit more of a breeze today, but today is almost a carbon copy as far as temperatures. Like, it was 90 degrees yesterday. It's going to be the same kind of deal today. So there is the ozone pollution watch. There's also mold grass and a lot of mosquitoes in the Houston area right now, if you didn't know.
Man, am I becoming a late in life allergy guy? I feel like I got congested yesterday, and I was talking to Greg in the hallway. He said he was being ravaged.
Something's going on in my nasal throat area.
A little gunky.
Something, dude. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. There are a lot of good news stories on our blog page today. We just grouped them together on a blog. So if you need to go smile, go check it out. If you want to be happier, also, Harvard study found that you need to stop holding on to those grudges. Forgiveness leads to lower levels of anxiety and depression. There's also a great story out of New York. Some cops saved an emotionally disturbed guy who was about to jump off a Staten Island ferry this week.
Mm-hmm.
They get him some help. They grab him before he could go through with it. That and all kinds of great stuff. All kinds of great stuff on that blog page.
No big deal. Just on that blog page, they saved somebody's life, okay? So I thought maybe you guys would want to read about that going into the weekend. And there's a couple of other really good news stories. I just want to put a smile on your face. You know, it's so much crap out there. Check this blog page out, please.
Yep. New in theaters, Fast X, Fast 10. It's the 10th main installment for the Fast and Furious franchise. Master Gardener is an R-rated movie. The link to the trailer is on that. So a horticulturist, a meticulous horticulturalist, if you're into that. Buddy Games Spring Awakening, another rated R movie. Josh Duhamel's in it. And then Friday on Hulu, the remake of the sports comedy White Man Can't Jump. That's today. So a lot of people have been talking about that. Okay, Courtney Love revealed some alternate lyrics to Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. Speaking of podcasts, she was on one called 60 Songs That Explains the 90s, and she sang them. She sang the lyrics.
Okay. I don't know the lyrics to this song, so I think these are some alternate lyrics that she found laying around that Kurt had scribbled on a paper. Did you know any of those lyrics?
I did not.
No, but it sounds kind of like what the lyrics were, anyways.
Those are Houston's headlines. Thank you, Courtney.
All right, Alex, take it.
Astros are back in action tonight. They're going to open up a weekend series with the A's at Minute Maid. First pitch is at 7:10. You can listen to it on our sister station, Sports Talk 790. In the NBA playoffs, the Nuggets got by the Lakers 108-103 in Game 2 at the Western Conference Finals to take a 2-0 series lead in that one. Tonight, it's Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Heat. Miami is up 1-0 in that series. Tip-off is at 7:30. You can watch it on TNT. In the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Panthers beat the Hurricanes 3-2 in 4 overtimes to take Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals last night. It was the 6th longest game in NHL history. Tonight, the Golden Knights host the Stars for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. That'll start at 7:30. You can watch that game on ESPN. In golf, it's day 2 of the PGA Championship up at Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York. Bryson DeChambeau is the current leader at 4 under par. You can watch the second round today on ESPN and ESPN+. Then in soccer, Houston Dynamo FC is going to be back on the pitch tomorrow night. They'll play FC Dallas on the road, looking to put an end to their 2-game losing streak. That's going to kick off at 7:30, and that game is available on Apple TV. And in horse racing, the 148th running of the Preakness Stakes is tomorrow up in Maryland. Kentucky Derby winner Mage is the favorite to win at 8-5 odds. Race is going to start at 6:01 exactly, and you can watch it on NBC. That is what's going on in sports.
A lot. Okay, back to the north side where that accident's blocking 2 left lanes. This is a 3-vehicle involved accident, I-45 southbound at Parker. There is a half-hour delay, so they're recommending you take the Hardy Toll Road as an alternate route if you're going southbound on I-45. An accident on the northeast side has cleared to extend North Loop eastbound at Lockwood, but there's still about a 5-minute delay. Stop and go from the Hardy Toll Road. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
I don't know. I'm
We
not.
don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out yet. It's 7:07.
The sun's up.
I've not figured out what's up. Is it? We have an inside cabin. Is it up?
It's up. It's beautiful.
You
It's
saw it?
beautiful.
Okay. Sun. Brian, is the sun out?
Yes, sir. It is.
Ugh. This no windows, no nothing in here, man.
Man, that sounds terrible.
It's okay. I've got a case. I've got a case of beer. Listen, temperature controlled. There's people out working, sweating, working in the elements.
I work outside, so I feel you.
Yeah, you're like that's a nice way of saying, Rod, shut up. Shut up and give me
No,
my
no,
beer.
man. I couldn't show up to the same place every day.
Yeah, it's got its ups and its downs for sure. I understand why people want to work from home. To ask somebody to come into the office 5 days a week, it's like appalling to some. You do have the beer though. What kind of work do you do?
Sweet. I'm a journeyman lineman. I build power lines all around town.
Thank you.
Did you have any involvement in those power lines down on the road yesterday? What a mess that was.
No, not yesterday. I did work all day and all night Sunday though. Whenever those storms rolled in,
Okay. What part of
So that
town?
was
What
pretty
part
good.
of town do you work in?
all over, man.
Oh, yeah?
I'm working at Waller right now. We work down in South Houston, all the way over to Baytown,
Okay.
all the way up to Conroe and stuff.
So when I say the downed power lines on the freeway yesterday, like you're a guy that's in this space. Did you hear about it? Do you know about it? I mean, it was nuts. It was backing up traffic forever.
No, I haven't heard anything about it.
Jeez.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. There's been a couple of really bad traffic incidents. There was another guy who was carrying like a wide load. Haha. And he missed his exit and he realized he was not going to make the overpass. He stopped in
He
the
just
middle.
stopped.
He stopped in the middle of the freeway and the cops had to turn his truck around and he went against the traffic.
Delayed everyone for at least an hour.
And we were wondering, man, what kind of traffic ticket is he going to get? And apparently nothing. It was just an honest mistake. But it just backed everyone up for hours. So.
If he would have ran up underneath the overpass, I'm sure he would have gotten a lot more trouble.
Oh, way more trouble. So he
that would have been a lot worse for everybody, I think.
He was smart enough to just stop, call the cops, and said, "Listen, guys, I effed up. I missed my exit.
Yeah.
If I go forward, it's going to be a mess." So,
Yeah.
all
Come
right,
help
well,
me.
listen, Brian, it's been good it's been good chatting with you today, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's National Pizza Party Day. You got any thoughts on that?
Is it really? I didn't know. I can't keep up with all these holidays.
Yeah, it is tough, bro. It is tough. All right, listen, hang on the phone. Thank you so much. Keep doing a great job out there. National Pizza Party Day. That's a very specific day. It's not Pizza Day. It's not Pepperoni Day. But I guess it's probably best summed up by Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
That still holds up, man.
I loved them. I
That's-
loved all their little dumb movies and shows.
They'll solve any crime.
Any
before
crime,
dinner time.
How the West was won. They'll go out west. They'll be cowgirls if they need to be.
They could do it all.
And I feel
Them and Wishbone.
what I
Such great
say
range.
what I say all the time. I don't understand people when they make just a massive and those girls, not billionaires, but hundreds of millions of dollars, right, for the franchise. And they do seem to be kind of coasting on that. Now, I don't live in their space. I don't know if they're doing fashion, but I know they go to some basketball games and they've had some weird marriages. But they do seem to kind of just be rolling through life now. And I'm here for that. I wouldn't keep working.
They
Guys,
worked all their little lives.
if I made all this money, I'm good just coasting.
I'm
I say that, but I don't know. I say that. I don't think it would be true.
I'm
but
saying that it would be true.
I don't have a problem with it.
I could plan things every day.
You were cute kids. You did all that stuff. You said that you were on board for all of those probably straight to VHS
That's
movies
right.
that they made back in the day.
Right. I never got them, but my friends had them and I watched them.
It was a franchise. It was a brand that they were the empires of, and apparently they cut a really good deal where they didn't get ripped off. They got a lion's share of what they were selling and hawking out there. What do they do now? Do you know what they do?
Whatever they want. Seems like it. I think they.
But you don't know off the top of your head.
I think they're just New
Rod,
York socialites. I think they're just New York socialites. That's it.
But you're not going to tell me. Oh, Rod, you just don't know.
Their last project.
They have this,
No.
this, and this.
No, I have no clue.
We don't know.
They wear big glasses. They do whatever they want. They carry big purses. They're very New York.
Good for them. National Pizza Party Day. I was on a baseball team way back in the day. We were the worst. The Elms. The ELMS. The Elms.
Okay. The Buffalo Elms.
No, it was North Tonawanda.
Oh, North Tonawanda Elms.
And it was like all kids, your coach promised you a pizza party if we won a game. And we won exactly one game.
That's enough.
And we had the pizza party.
That's enough.
It was the greatest thing ever.
Love it.
It was the greatest day.
Love it.
There was nothing more motivating than a coach telling you, if you win, we'll have a pizza party.
The only thing more motivating than a pizza party would be a raise, I would say, in most situations.
Even as an adult, the pizza party holds up as a pretty good carrot to dangle.
I would love to have
a raise
one.
is better always, though.
All right. Happy Pizza Party Day. Quick
It's like
break.
just one slice. It's cold, and you're like, hell yeah.
Still awesome. It slaps like that Mary Kate and Ashley song. On the flip, got a rec check for you. We'll find out what's trending, and we'll give you Pantera Lamb of God tickets, man. Stay through the break.
The accident on the north side has cleared up. So I-45 southbound at Parker, the accident is gone, but there's still stop and go from West Road. You can still jump on the Hardy Toll Road as an alternate route. Over on the south side, there's some stop and go to deal with on I-45 northbound between Scott and East Texas. It's under a 5-minute delay. So there you go. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
.94.5 The Buzz. Welcome back. Rod Ryan Show. Free Beer Friday. Man, we gave out 2 cases of beer already. I've got Pantera, Lamb of God tickets for their show August 17th at the Woodlands coming up. We got a 10% chance of rain, partly cloudy skies. 92 will be the high today. It'll cool off a little bit over the weekend. 20% chance of rain both Saturday and Sunday. 88 is the high on Saturday. 82 the high on Sunday. Tessa, what's trending?
Okay, so Jose Altuve is finally going to make his debut this year, the 2023 debut with the Astros this weekend. So, he had that surgery on his fractured thumb, and they're saying, it's going to be very soon. So people are kind of trying to figure out what they're going to do with his replacement or who's been filling in with him. Dubon, a lot of Altuve talk this morning concerning the Astros.
So there's not a solid date when he returns?
Probably tonight or tomorrow, I would
Okay.
imagine.
Yeah,
Probably
they're saying
pinch hit tonight if I had to guess, and then I think tomorrow he'll probably start.
as early as tonight, we could see Altuve finally making his debut, and the crowd's going to go crazy for that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, there was some sort of SpaceX launch. So a Falcon 9 rocket blasted off from Cape Canaveral very early this morning. They are sending more of those Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. So SpaceX, they're trying to spread their broadband internet around the world. There was a launch very early this morning. None of us saw it, but it did happen. And it always, the Space Force Station always kind of makes a little bit of a headline. The other drama I needed to talk about is this Vanderpump Rules reunion, the season finale. It was like a 2-part season finale. Guys, this is the biggest reality show hoopla going down since NAMM.
I see it everywhere.
I'm just telling you. Ariana Madix and Tom Sandoval.
Did somebody cheat on someone?
They've been a couple. Ariana and Tom Sandoval have been a couple. Well, Tom Scandoval now is what they're calling him, was cheating with some, pageant chick. And I'm telling you this. So for people who don't like sports, Rod, this is the Super Bowl. Okay. This is their Super Bowl. The Vanderpump finale reunion. I'm talking about how do I watch the full season? Bravo. People are very invested in it. So I did want to mention it. And that's what's trending on 94.5 The Buzz.
Let's give away some tickets.
I have Pantera and Lamb of God at Woodlands Pavilion going down August 17th.
Okay, if you'd like those tickets, I'll take caller 10. 713-212-5945. I mean, brand new Foo Fighter music right now. This is that one that we world premiered the other day. I think we did do a world premiere on it, too. This is Under You, 94.5 The Buzz. 94.5 The Buzz. Oh, yeah, that was Dave. That little end hit there, that was Dave Grohl on the drums. I don't know. That's the brand new song from the Foo Fighters. I think we were the first damn station to play that song. I think we really world premiered that sucker. That's happened a couple of times on this program. Brand new music from the Foo Fighters, Under You. They've got that global live streaming event that's happening on Sunday. It's 2 p.m. our time, and I just asked Tessa to kind of retweet or tweet something out about it, just to remind you, because they're going to have to tell us who the drummer is. They're going to have to talk about what's going on, and maybe, I don't know how much Dave is going to share, but man, he's pouring his heart out in those lyrics to that song, in that song specifically, and there were definitely some cues in the first song that they released that this album is going to be a lot about the passing of Taylor Hawkins. So you were able to send that out?
Yeah, I just tweeted it.
Okay, so it's just getting ready. They're going out on tour. They're playing every festival in the world, and we know that they're playing ACL, which knocks out Dallas, Houston. It doesn't mean that they're not going to come here like on a second leg or something, but as far as immediate and this summer, if you don't want to leave the state of Texas and you want to see the Foo Fighters, you're going to have to go to ACL. So this Sunday, and I'm on the website right now, it's foofighters.veeps, VEEPS.com. 2 hours, 2 days, 6 hours, 31 minutes, and 50 seconds. Sunday, 2 o'clock, live streaming. And I don't know if they're going to play some music and what else they have planned. But it's the Foo Fighters, and they always keep us guessing, that's for sure. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show. Who's on the phone?
This is Nate.
Hi, Nate. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
I feel like we just had a Nate the Great floating around here.
Maybe.
Didn't we just have a Nate? Did you win something from us just recently?
Not recently, no, sir. No.
When's the last time? Nate, when's the last time you won something from us? Let's catch up.
No, I called for fresh out of bed. I played against, I guess, a cop, a deputy, and I lost, one and done.
How long ago was that?
Oh, man, a couple months ago.
Okay. I just feel like there's been another Nate on. That's great. Dude, you're caller 10 this time. You timed it out brilliantly. Congratulations. Tessa, please hook up Nate the Great.
Dude, Nate, you get to go see Pantera and Lamb of God at Woodlands August 17th. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. Awesome. I love Pantera.
You know what? I love that for you. I love that for you. Thanks, Nate. Have a great weekend.
You too, guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Listener Travis is watching us on Facebook Live.
Okay.
He said, Rod, I love your shirt. Where did you get it? I can take care of this question moving forward for everybody. Amazon. I mean,
always.
I think it was Amazon, but he goes, Rod, you got to play the drops. I'm wearing a Warriors shirt. It's not a basketball shirt. It's a movie, The Warriors, that I watched in high school film class.
Wow.
It's an old movie, and I feel bad about recommending old movies now because if you don't see Thor's hammer flying around, like there's 50% of you won't even like it. The pacing of old movies is different. The look of them is different. The dialogue is different. We should have 2 Warriors drops, Alex. Right?
Both for you, yeah.
The most famous one is Can You Dig It? Put that one in first. 2 drops that we don't play all that often, but he's saying, Rod, you got the shirt on. You got to play the drops today. I don't know what the situation was, Alex, but Shaq did that. And people didn't know what he was doing, but he did it. But he did a carbon copy of what you just heard.
And people thought it was him that made it up.
Correct. The other one we could probably keep around for Rocket season. We could probably use when we do play the Warriors.
That one I've heard.
You didn't hear the Can You Dig It one? Mm-mm. The Can You Dig It one is way more famous as far as like a drop from the Warriors movie.
Yeah.
But you know that one.
I've heard the saying, can you dig it? I didn't know it was from the Warriors movie.
I don't think they invented that saying, but the way that he phrased it in front of a group of people, that was the leader of he was trying to unify all the gangs in New York. So,
okay.
Rod, you're wearing a T-shirt. You got to play the drops. Well, we don't have to, but of course I do, and I will. Thank you. This is a good promotion, or this is a good commercial for us to be watched while we're doing the morning show. We're on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube Live this morning. Hi, everybody. Go look at the fantastic shirts that the other kids are wearing. Come on. Okay, 94.5 The Buzz. Eve 6, Inside Out. Rod Ryan Show on this free Beer Friday. Thank you, Specs, for hooking us up with the beer. I'll have another case for you. My mouth is so sloppy. I will have another case for you, at 8 o'clock. I don't know what I just said. At 8 o'clock.
How about that?
Lazy,
How about that?
lazy-ass mouth. Beer at 8, beer at 9. Corey Taylor tickets going on sale today. We'll give you tickets at around 8:20. And I'm going to over-enunciate everything. Open phones Friday after we give away that fourth and final case of beer. And then I told you already, Chili, you know his body. Dave Matthews Band, tickets in the pit. I guess he thinks that's the biggest thing. He's right. That's the biggest. Well, those Pantera tickets have been nice. But Dave Matthews Band tonight in the pit. If you have hopes and dreams of making that happen, you're going to have to win Know the Show. 10% chance of rain today. High of around 92. 20% chance of rain both Saturday and Sunday. 88 tomorrow will be your high, 82. You know what happens? We just got done playing, and you guys know all the verbiage now for radio because you're so smart. You listen to this show all the time. You know what a drop is. Alex, Carlos is asking, I know what he wants. And Alex hates this because we're live on the air, and he's got
Just
the
a jukebox where it's like, play this song, play this thing. Yeah.
and he's got the
Your
pressure
touch tunes.
because he may not have loaded it in the system, so Alex doesn't know how it's labeled. And I don't know if Doug put it in, if Mark Wiggins put it in, if Travis put it in. It's old. I know what he's asking for. There was a woman in front of a group of people early on with social media, and she sang a song, Let's Get Social. Does that ring a bell at all to you, Alex?
I would do
I
that.
brought this into the show, I believe.
Oh, this was one of yours, so that you introduced it. You put it in the system, so
Lucky us, we know where it is.
you have to remember what you labeled it as.
Let's get social.
Was there an actual song? Because this looks like this is a short little
this
clip.
Is a short one. I'm trying to find the full thing.
She sang a song in front of everybody. Think about a
Okay.
convention where
Yeah,
you have a
that's
bunch
exactly
of
what it
people.
is. This is the full one if you want to play that.
And this was apparently an expert at the time of social media in the early stages of having social media. This was pre-Instagram.
Yeah.
May have been before Twitter.
And it's just two bit like he's a business dude and then this lady that are like, all right, guys, let's all get in the spirit. We gotta learn how to figure out social media so we can interact with these youths. So they made a song to identify with the youths.
Oh, yeah, this slaps. This might be better than the Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen pizza song.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, it definitely
whoa.
is.
Is that Idina Menzel? Don't worry, the chorus is coming up.
Wait for the guy to hop in too.
Here it comes. I'm so glad we're playing this right now.
I need to find the video.
She's getting up there.
She's got the pipes.
It's like one of those.
Oh, I found it. I'm tweeting it out right now.
It's like one of those church bands.
Yeah.
But she was like in choir, and they're like, "We need a song." She's like, "Oh, I've got this. I've got the pipes. I can do this." And they're like, all right.
I think she was an because she also talked to the group of people like what you need to do.
Like a
You
TED
need
Talk.
to share things. She was the expert of her day.
The point person.
Or at least in front of that group of people that she sang that song to, she was the one that knew the most
she probably blew them
deep.
away.
about social media.
Do you think like the pop star the pop star dream never worked out? So she's like, I'm just gonna go work my way into like singing.
I don't know,
at
but-
everything I do now.
Yeah.
Carlos, thank you. I'm so glad that we played that today. Let's get social.
Yeah, I'm like, my voice
It's great. I
hurts.
can't do
I'm
it.
like, man,
I can't do
to
it.
hit those notes.
I can't do it. She's the songbird of the social media generation. No. Did you?
All right, were we about to get social again? It's your girl Tessa talking about my family over at Classic Chevy Sugarland and Classic Chevy Highway 6. Hey, listen, if you're in the market for a new vehicle, why go anywhere else than Classic Chevy? They have more inventory than anywhere else. They're the GM dealer of the year now for 12 years in a row. And if you go over now, over 50 Equinox are available with that lifetime engine guarantee. The Silverado up to $8,000 off, 0% APR on approved credit. You also get that lifetime engine guarantee while supplies last. So go over there, check it out. Tell them Tessa from the Buzz sent you. Ask for Jeff or Tiffany Sebastian. They're on site ready to put you in your dream ride. It's Classic Chevy Sugarland and Classic Chevy Highway 6. There's a disabled vehicle on I-45 southbound approaching Greens Road. Just be aware of that. There's also some stop and go in the downtown area. 69 going southbound, 69 south going southbound between I-10 and 288. That's the biggest delay I'm seeing on this map. It's about 15 minutes of just stop and go. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
.94.5 The Buzz. Green Day and Holiday. Rod Ryan Show. On this Free Beer Friday, another case of beer coming your way. Straight up at 8. Thank you, Specs. Next hour, Corey Taylor tickets. Open phones, the last hour of the show. I can't wait. We are now 20 participants away, 20 votes away, 20 people away from being where we were at on Throwback Thursday when we played the Chris Cornell song that won yesterday, we had about 380 votes. We are not at the halfway point of the show. We have 365 votes on our Twitter poll today. I know you're out there. Why are you not voting on the song to be played?
Just vote on it.
Today, how often do you listen to podcasts? Extra points if you share what it is you listen to. 34% of our audience, 1 out of 3 people that listen to the show, for whatever reason, I'm sure it's a timing thing, do not listen to podcasts. 26% of our audience listen to podcasts daily, 21% a few times a month, and 17% a few times a week. Interesting. I do these podcasts because I've got my own itches to my own scratches to itch, and I was kind of curious on this one. This one's totally for me, just to see what you guys are doing. I'm way under the national average, man. I don't really have a lot of time to listen to. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't mind telling you that. I've never watched Gone with the Wind, start to finish. I don't mind telling you that.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, I never saw the movie. 10% chance of rain, partly cloudy, high of 92. Tessa with Houston's headlines.
You guys want to talk about a debt ceiling?
No.
All right.
Is that like the biggest story, though?
Congress needs to raise the limit to avoid a potential default as soon as June 1st. So that's what they're arguing about right now.
I know it's a huge story.
Yeah. And I mean, the White House says there's been steady progress. You have, Biden, I think he's on a G7 visit to Japan right now. But the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, said yesterday, that he could see a path to an agreement. But as I mentioned.
What are they doing, Zoom calls?
I don't know. I know there's a deal. I believe Republicans, according to this report, Republicans are demanding spending cuts in exchange for their votes to increase the nation's borrowing limit. So they're saying, okay, we'll all agree. You get this in for us, and because they don't want to.
Everybody's scratching each other's asses on these things.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, no one wants to really budge,
Yeah.
but if you can toss in a few perks for either side, they'll say, okay, we can all come to an agreement here. All I know,
I think that's every bill that's ever been done in this country.
Pretty much. All needs to be done before June 1st. Okay, that's the date you need to remember. Speaking of money, the Walt Disney Company has announced $1 billion cut to his operations in Florida. So there have been fights between Walt Disney Company and Governor Ron DeSantis. There have been some controversial new state laws that Disney doesn't like. On Thursday, they said they're scrapping their plans. They had plans to relocate 2,000 California workers to Florida, and now they're saying, nope, that's not going to happen. So this is also the middle of Disney cutting over $5 billion in costs. So it's another money story. And
it's such a beloved company. There's people out there that can't even imagine, how could you possibly be in a fight with Disney? Well, business. That's how. You got to look at those types of things.
Right.
You can't just be across the board, hey, I love Disney. I hate anybody that's giving Disney any resistance. How much taxes are they paying? How many breaks are they getting? All of that. And listen, I'm not involved in that either. It does seem weird to argue with Disney. Who doesn't like it?
Let's talk about something more in our lane.
Yeah.
Some food, okay? Bluebell has teamed up with another popular Texas brand to create its latest ice cream flavor. What am I talking about? The arrival of the flavor called Dr. Pepper Float came yesterday, and they say it's creamy vanilla ice cream swirled together with Dr. Pepper flavored sherbet.
Why are we the last ones to hear about
Sorbet?
this, sorbet? Why are we the last? 10 people have told
sherbet,
me.
my bad.
10 people have told me how awesome it is.
I don't know, but it's available now.
What
It'll
don't you
be
know?
available through the year. I don't know why we don't have it.
Oh.
I know that when Bluebell had that Fruity Pebble cereal one, they brought us some in. I feel like this is way bigger.
This is way bigger. I mean, it's 2 huge Texas brands.
Right. So we have that headlining the food blog page. Also, there's a new world record for the world's most expensive ice cream. You can go find out what's in that if you're a ice cream head.
Yeah, there's a lot of food on the blog pages today.
Priscilla Presley and her granddaughter Riley Keough, who is apparently Daisy Jones.
Not apparently, she was.
Wow.
Brilliantly Daisy Jones.
Really brilliant. Okay, so listen, they appear to have settled their dispute over the trust that was left after Lisa Marie passed away. the sources say that Priscilla walked away with millions in this deal. So it kind of just sounds like Riley gave her some go away money, and Riley's going to remain in charge of the Elvis estate, just like her mom wanted. But there's one concession that Priscilla asked for and didn't get it. She wanted to be buried next to Elvis, but he's buried at Graceland and he's flanked by his parents. So one of his parents would have to be moved. Priscilla and Elvis were only married for 6 years, 1967 to 1973. Lisa Marie is also buried at Graceland near her dad and right next to her son Benjamin, who actually died at the age of 27 back in 2020.
So she wants in on all those people. She was only married to Elvis for 6 years. Does she get in? She wasn't married at the time of his death. They were divorced. They were separated for a number of years at the time of the divorce. Does she get in there with all the family members?
Sources say the request to be next to Elvis, that was denied. She might, I feel like she's around. I feel like she gets in, but not in the probably position where she wanted to be, right? The $1 million probably helped her agree with that.
So when Lisa Marie was really young when her dad died, Priscilla took over the Elvis enterprise, and it wasn't worth very much, okay? Elvis didn't die with a ton of money.
Right.
You're like, how is that possible? But she did build up that Elvis brand.
Right.
She was responsible for bringing that Elvis brand around, and then to give it to Lisa Marie. Here, I built this up to $100 million.
Right.
So I don't really have a problem with her asking for some money. It doesn't seem like, hey, you were married for this amount of years. It's a cash grab. She really did keep that thing humming along for a long time. So I think she worked her ass off on it. And she actually built it up for the kids and the grandkid to have.
Those are her heirs. You know, that's her daughter. That's her granddaughter. So interesting. Really interesting. I really liked her in the Elvis movie, the way they portrayed her. Jimmy Buffett had to cancel his show. It's tomorrow in South Carolina. Why? Well, he had gone to Boston for what he thought was a checkup, but they found issues that needed medical attention. So he didn't say what the problem was, but he just said growing old is not for sissies. He says that when he's well enough to perform, that's what he's going to be doing. Jimmy is 76 years old, and we hope he heals from whatever's going on with him. Those are Houston's headlines.
Sorry, I was just trying to find this really quick. Okay, how old is he?
76.
I said, oh, well, no big deal. We got the rock version still around. We got Sammy Hagar. 75.
So much younger.
I mean, Sammy really is the Jimmy Buffett of rock, right? We all agree on that? I mean, running around in his flip-flops and his rum and everything else. All right, what you got?
Astros are back in action tonight. They're going to open up a weekend series with the A's at Minute Maid. First pitch is at 7:10. You can listen to the game on our sister station, Sports Talk 790, in the NBA playoffs. The Nuggets got by the Lakers 108-103 in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Tonight it's Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Heat. Tip-off for that is at 7:30, and you can watch it on TNT. In the Stanley Cup playoffs last night, the Panthers beat the Hurricanes 3-2 in 4 overtimes. Yes.
What time did you go to bed last night? Did you stay up for all? You just said there was a hockey game on last night with 4 overtimes. Did you stay up for all 4 overtimes?
I stayed up into the 4th overtime. I made myself move from my couch to my bed and was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave this on. And then I fell asleep before they scored the goal. I think I probably fell asleep about halfway through that 4th overtime. So
what time?
It was like almost 1.
Oh,
Alex.
And the alarm went off at what time?
3:45.
That
jackass.
my
I
feelings.
hit snooze already once before.
Jackass.
But yeah, the 6th longest game in NHL history is what that one was. But I almost made it all the way. Almost made it all the way through. If only. If only.
But you didn't even see the end goal. You waited through 3.5
You can
overtimes.
see the end goal and not have to lose sleep like I did on our sports blog page today. Tonight, the Golden Knights host the Stars for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. That starts at 7:30. You can watch it on ESPN. In golf, the PGA Tour's Championship is in day 2 right now up in Rochester, New York. Bryson DeChambeau is the current leader at 4 under par. You can watch the second round today on ESPN and ESPN Plus. In soccer, Houston Dynamo FC is going to be back on the pitch tomorrow night. They'll play FC Dallas on the road, looking to put an end to their 2-game losing streak. That's going to kick off at 7:30, and you can watch it on Apple TV. And the 148th running of the Preakness Stakes is tomorrow up in Maryland. Kentucky Derby winner Mage is the favorite to win at 8-5 odds. The race is going to start at 6:01 exactly, and you can watch it on NBC. That is what's going on in sports.
Was the overtime? Was it exciting though?
It was tight.
Yeah.
It was cool. I was rooting for the Panthers, so I was glad that they ended up winning.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, the sports blog is packed today.
Over in Ireland, they're stop and go with 610 West Loop northbound between Beechnut and West Park Drive, about a 10-minute delay there. An accident on the south side has cleared up, so Highway 288 as you approach the South Sam Tollway going southbound, there's still a tiny bit of stop and go from Alameda Genoa, but nothing too major. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, man. Who's this?
Hey, this is Josh.
We have so many Joshes. There's so many Joshes. I love every one of you. You're caller 10.
Ooh, awesome. Thank you.
I know how many of you there are out there. When I brought in that whole J name topic, I couldn't think about just the Joshes alone that make up 50% of the listening audience.
Right.
The J names took a hit a couple weeks ago. And girls were saying stay away from dudes with the first name J in their first name. You're obviously an awesome dude, Josh. I don't know where that came from. Every one of you have proved that to be wrong.
Yeah, I do my best to be the best Josh, but, there's so many of us. It's hard,
I know. Hey, listen, you scored the third case of beer today. Thank you, Specs. Where are you at with podcasting, Josh? I'm asking today on Twitter, how often do you listen to podcasts? Never, a few times a month, a few times a week, or every day? What would your best answer be?
Probably, honestly, probably hardly ever. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I do this live local radio show every morning. And then, I got some other things I got to do in my life. I'm good with this. This scratches that itch for me. Now, I see a lot of clips online. I know how big Joe Rogan is, and I know all these other podcasts. I'm listening to a lot of this Jordan Peterson right now.
Right.
I've never signed up for a podcast. I'm good with the clips that I see.
So you get your takeaways.
Yeah, I'm good with the scrolling and the clips. I'm kind of like Josh over here. Hey, bro, thank you. Enjoy your beers, bro. Have a great weekend, okay? Where are you from?
Thanks, you too. Houston.
Houston. Okay, dude. Hang on for me. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm never done with any of you. How old are you? Because I think there's an age difference between younger people are listening to a lot more podcasts for sure. How old are you, Josh?
28.
28. Yeah, you should be listening to a lot more podcasts. But I get it, dude.
According to the stats.
Who's got time? Thanks, bro. I'm really letting you go now. Chili will get your information and enjoy your beers, and you have served us well today. So, Twitter is where I have this poll. 1 out of 3 people that listen to this radio show never, like Josh and like me, do not listen to podcasts. This show's podcast every day. I do a weekly podcast, and I don't listen to podcasts. Alex does a weekly podcast. As a matter of fact, we both dropped podcasts yesterday. A new Pass the Gravy and a new Play Pants went up on Links and Guests. You can go to thebuzz.com or wherever you get your podcasts. 27% of you is the next largest number, so that's almost another 1 out of 3 of you that you listen to podcasts every day. 20% of you say a few times a month. 18% say a few times a week. Tessa, you said you listen a couple times a week to podcasts.
Yeah, and it's really my background stuff if I'm cleaning or getting ready for something.
What's a good length for you? Okay, I got to ask Alex this because he knows this space probably more than all of us. Like Rogan, because he's the biggest, his name comes up all the time. He does like a 3-hour podcast. Is that correct? Does that sound like that's a very?
He doesn't have like a time limit. I mean, that's kind of the best part about podcasts.
So if he drops a 3-hour podcast, does he just? Like how Ted Lasso comes out on Wednesday? Does Joe Rogan's podcast come out on a certain day?
I think he comes out a couple times a week. I don't know exactly what his schedule is. There's like
The Call Her Daddy, Alex Cooper, she does hers on Wednesdays, I believe, as well.
Now, is that something that you listen to?
No, but I'm very familiar with her because I follow her on Instagram. So when her story, it's like new episode Wednesday.
This is a real question now. I'm not grilling you. You follow her on Instagram. Why hasn't she turned you into a listener of her podcast?
Because I think she's for younger girls. I think she's for I think Call Her Daddy started as girls talking about their sexcapades.
And very explicit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know she's morphed, and I know she's done interviews with bigger celebrities now, Miley Cyrus.
She's gotten people to really open up.
Right. So that's interesting. And I follow her because I think you should, if you have a goal, maybe you want to get better at something. I think she's a person who has done well in the space.
Yeah.
So I'm just like to take a gander at what she's doing, you know?
Alex, how many podcasts do you listen to in a week's time? Not yours.
I listen to like a podcast like every day probably. Like not like a full podcast, but like I'll start one. And then, like, if I don't finish it that day, I just roll it over in the next day.
When we go in to cut our coming up tomorrow, Tessa and I go into Alex is in another room.
Yes.
And he has some barstool guys playing in the background almost all the time.
Nonstop.
I
Yeah.
guess I guess that counts as a podcast. It's just YouTube only. But yeah, I always like to have something on in the background, and we don't have a TV in there like we used to in the older studio. So I'll just throw on something to have background noise on.
Okay.
And kind of pay attention when I want to. But I'd probably listen to a podcast every single day, and I'd probably listen to like 3 or 4 total ones a week, just maybe not all of them in one single day.
Interesting. Okay, well,
I do like 5 a week.
Just let me get everybody. Chili, where are you at with podcast? Now, Chili, before I did a podcast, Alex has been doing it forever. Before I did a podcast every week, Chili was doing one with Paul Wall.
With Paul Wall,
He was doing a podcast with Paul Wall for a while.
Yeah.
And I know that's been a while. See, he got into Paul Wall mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
What it do, baby?
Cheese and crackers.
Do you listen to podcasts every week?
Nah, I don't.
A couple times a month?
Nothing. I don't listen to any podcasts.
None at all.
Nah, it's just I feel like it's my competition, so I'm not going to give them any more.
Yeah.
Of I feel like if I listen to them, I'm helping them put me out of a job.
Yeah.
You don't do a podcast. You should do mine with me.
Well,
No,
he's talking about this job, the one that we're all doing right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
The live one? We're live.
I think he's talking about we're in danger of losing our gig here.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that, but
Well,
I see your point, though. I go all the way back to when I tried to give away iPods on this show in
Right.
2004.
Right.
And my boss said, no, you dummy, that's going to replace you.
Right.
You're not giving those away on the radio. As a matter of fact, don't talk about the iPod on the radio.
Wow.
That's what I was absolutely told that, to not
I believe it.
talk. No, we're not giving those away.
It was supposed to make every radio obsolete, right?
Yeah.
but I feel also like a podcast nowadays is like a mixtape of where everybody's doing one now. So
there's
it's
so
like,
much out there. It's
like a mixtape. Whenever hip hop was trying to come up, all the rappers, you had like a mixtape every week, and it's like, dude, it's so much out there that I'm just like, whatever. I'll just go to sleep.
There's only 100 podcasts that are making money,
Right.
and there's 10,000 of them, maybe more.
I feel like
Yeah.
with
more.
like in sports, like play-by-play desk guys, where you're like, okay, cool, like you had the guys that didn't ever play football, but now like all the ex-athletes go there, and you're like, damn it, he's gonna get the gig over me because he already played it, and
Yeah.
it's like, all right, now like Zach Braff doing a new podcast, that guy's gonna get all listens. Nobody cares about me.
Oh God, we were running that
You
spot
have
forever.
a solid gang.
I have
gravy,
like 5 podcasts. Go
lawless
listen to all
gravy
of them,
gang.
please.
All right, let me take a short break. If you're interested, if you want, and then I said extra points if you tell us what you listen to. I'm not trying to shame you if you don't listen to our podcast.
But do, though.
All I want you to do is listen to this show. That's it.
There are pockets of stop and go in West Houston, Highway 6 northbound between Briar Forest and Memorial. It's an 11-minute delay there. Over on the southwest side, stop and go on the Southwest Freeway northbound between the West Park Tollway and 610 West Loop. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
.94.5 The Buzz. Welcome back. Rod Ryan Show. 10% chance of rain for your free beer Friday. Partly cloudy skies. 82. No, I'm sorry, 92. That was me wishful thinking. 92 today. Tomorrow, will cool off a little bit, high of 88. 20% chance of rain. Sunday, 20% chance of rain, cloudy, high of 82. Got a chance for you to win some Corey Taylor tickets coming up. Those tickets going on sale today at 10 a.m. He's playing the House of Blues, which Corey Taylor, I mean, Slipknot, Stone Sour, the houses just get smaller as he, Slipknot, he's playing the biggest rooms. And then Stone Sour, next size, and then Corey solo. What a treat it is to see him at the House of Blues. He's going to dip into some of that stuff, I'm sure. He's going to sell out the House of Blues easily, I think.
I love that venue.
It is great. What's trending?
The Fanny Friday. The Fanny Friday is our best link. And yesterday's
awesome.
Instagram Thursday is a second two for us today. So
This Fanny Friday is fantastic today.
Baby Brock, who is a listener of the Rod Ryan Show, submitted that one to Chile last minute, I believe. So Chile got it in there.
Great job.
And yeah, a lot of people looking at that. Also, you're looking at Girls Blog page, doing really well. Hey, this one's got a ton of stories on it. It's got Miley Cyrus, it's got Lady Gaga, it's got Rihanna, it's got Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank. She recreates Martha Stewart's Sports Illustrated covers. Pretty funny, pretty good.
Barbara's got a banging body.
Yeah.
I shared something on that as well. It's my favorite Instagram. It's this girl that dances, and she dances with such joy. And there's such a smile on her face, and I don't know what you call it, but she's got like these feet that are flying around like James Brown, and she dances to old funk and soul. She shuffles. Okay, she's one of my favorite follows just because she's so happy and she's dancing. It's not sexy, it's nothing. It's just when it comes up, I like following her because when I'm going through and I'm scrolling, when it comes up, I always stop and watch her dance.
Okay.
Because it's pure joy. She really can dance her ass off.
Go get some pure joy there on the Looking at Girls blog page. And then I wanted to mention there were a couple recalls. Target had a big candle recall. Ford Motor Company is recalling over 422,000 SUVs due to a problem with rear view camera issues. So I'll tweet some of this stuff out, but that's what's trending on 94.5 The Buzz.
All right. Corey Taylor tickets that go on sale today through Ticketmaster at 10 a.m. We will give you our last pair. So he's playing September 24th over at the House of Blues. It's a treat to see somebody of Corey Taylor's caliber playing a room the size of the House of Blues, which is what? I mean, maxed out at 1,700 people maybe. I'm sure they squeeze in a few more. Lord knows I've been in there and they squeezed in a few more. If you'd like this last pair of tickets, man, come get them. He's like by far one of the best voices in rock. 713-212-5945. If you want them, come get them. Right now, it's the All-American Rejects. 94.5 The Buzz. Come on. Come on. .94.5 The Buzz, All-American Rejects, and move along. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show. We keep the news playing on in the background, and right now they're talking about is pro hockey coming to Houston. I don't want to bore too many of you with pro hockey just because I'm from where I'm from and how passionate I would be about it. I know Alex feels that way too. But I don't remember a day that you've had more sports to cover. Great job kind of shuffling and spinning all those plates. But I did send you, and I guess it's just an odds maker. So it doesn't make them special unless it's just somebody that is really relied upon and has gotten it right so many times. But I sent you an article that was sent to me, and this odds maker put Houston at the very top of the list.
Let's go.
We had the best odds of any other city in North America and Canada of getting, I guess just North America, of getting the Arizona Coyotes to move here.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it was us and Seattle was what came down to the latest expansion team.
And
Seattle obviously
Kraken
won out on that, so you would assume we would be next in line. That doesn't always work out that way. They kept saying Quebec City.
No.
And then Atlanta, it's already failed.
Well, but there's a lot at play here, and I, in the same breath that I said I don't want to bore a lot of you with this.
You're not boring us.
Well, you just don't know if the guy that owns the team in Arizona, does he want to sell the team? Because then I think Tillman would be interested in maybe buying it. There's not as much money to be made as if he moves the team here, he remains the owner, and then Tillman becomes his landlord.
Right.
And Tillman doesn't actually own the team. Tillman might not be interested in being just a landlord. Tillman might want to be an owner like he does the Rockets.
Or have partial stake, at least.
Again, there's a lot at play here. Just the fear, the fact that they're talking about it other than us. I feel like we're the only ones. And then that poor guy that runs that Instagram account.
The hope has never been higher with him.
NHL to Houston.
We love him. We love that account.
That guy never takes a day off.
He really doesn't.
And he wants hockey here way more than us, and we all want it really, really bad. So that guy better drop if we do get it,
He's going to drop the puck.
I'm submitting him for our first game to drop the puck.
Well, let's just hoist him like the Stanley Cup. We'll hoist him somewhere.
I know that if it happens, they'll get that new quarterback. He'll do it. NHL to Houston, Instagram. That guy needs to drop the first puck at least in the first week of existence.
He has a Twitter too.
Yeah. If we get a team. So I'm rooting for you, bro. And man, it would be so great.
I retweet him every so often. I'm like, what can I retweet today from him that's relevant?
Yeah, please do, man. He's relentless. He'll tag JJ Watt. Please buy a team. He's funny. Hey, let's go over to the phones here. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Rodney.
Rodney! Hey, man, you're caller number 10. Congratulations. We're going to give you tickets. Corey Taylor, September 24th.
Yes, sir.
House of Blues. Tickets don't go on sale until 10 a.m., but you've got them before they go on sale, bro. Yeah.
My man.
All right.
2,100 people. That's the capacity.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow. I guess
And that's max capacity. So the 1,800, 21 would be, we're calling the fire marshal soon.
I've been in there. Yeah, I think Guns N' Roses, Limp Bizkit, those days, I think they were really packing them in. Hey, Rodney, congratulations, man. Have a great time at that show.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Chili has, Chili's got all the information you need, everything that we have so far for Ditch Day. Does everyone know? Because because I'm talking to you on a Friday, we have Ditch Day coming up at Cactus Cove. 85 people has responded just to his Instagram event page.
Ooh la la.
85 people. That doesn't mean that they're coming. 85 people have responded, though, and they've at least said, hey, I got some interest in coming.
Well, three's a party, and there's four of us, so.
Start making your plans right now to hang out with us. 2023 Rod Ryan Show Ditch Day is happening Friday, June 9th, 2023. Starting at noon, Cactus Cove, 3333 West 11th Street in Houston, Texas. Deb has already worked up the shirts. If you guys know about Ditch Days and what used to be called Senior Skip Day in years past, There's a limited number of shirts. People get there early. I get it. T-shirts make people crazy. But that's the one that people wear and everybody signs the shirts and draws
I cut mine.
and draws the wieners on it and everything else. I mean, you must cut it on the. Do you get it like when you walk in, or sometimes we have them beforehand?
No, I cut mine when I ask the bar for scissors.
Yeah.
And then I cut it.
Because we see those shirts right when we're handing them out.
Right.
It's usually like down to the wire. We're actually doing things in advance a little bit this year.
Look at us.
So this is like the most leadway we've ever given you as far as
A heads up.
as far as ditch day. Because I know people got to take off of work.
Yeah.
Not everybody is done at,
Noon.
Rod, you work 4 hours a day. You're done at 10. What do you do? Of course you can drink at noon. Not the case. Not the case. But, I got to make arrangements, got the kid, all of that. The stars have aligned for the 9th of June.
Good.
So that's going to be a great day. It's just day drinking, friends. That's
I'll
all
check
it
my
is.
schedule too. I think I'm in on that.
Day drinking. I had to sit in a dumb chair the whole time last year because it was like
Oh,
fresh.
your injury.
It was fresh off of my leg, mangling my leg.
Yeah, I remember that.
Summertime drink trends. What will everyone be drinking this summer? The hottest trend in drinking this summer is not drinking at all.
Oh, sober summer.
That's not a trend.
It
That's
is.
not like
It's affecting
the drinking trend is not.
It's affecting the alcohol industry, Alex. So yeah, it really is. Young people don't party. They don't pound. They don't pound. I pounded.
Yeah.
Pounded before I was supposed to pound.
I'm like happy for them because I guess
I can't. More Americans are saying no to alcohol. Interest in non-alcoholic beverages continues to climb. So it's not only people are not drinking, but people that don't want alcohol and still kind of want to look like, fit in with everyone.
mocktail.
Those mocktails, those non-alcoholic drinks are killing it right now.
Yeah, 0 proof.
They're killing
stuff.
it. There's NA beer, and now in our lives, we have NA non-alcohol, NA wine. We have NA liquors now. There's a whole liquor store. I saw them do a spot on the news, a piece. The whole store is rum, whiskey, tequila, everything, non-alcohol. There are options for everything out there now. Why are you shaking your head, Alex?
Why do you want that?
Because people that are sober
I
want to
want
partake.
vodka, but I don't want alcohol in that vodka. Just don't drink
because
vodka.
people that get alcohol is one of those things. It can get away from you if you're not
I don't
checking yourself
disagree.
all the time.
Yes, you're right.
So the people who struggle with sobriety, they want to be with their friends and not feel like the odd man out holding a bottle of water or drinking a cup of water.
I think that's always been true.
Always.
I think it's always been true.
Yes.
But it's not like what we're seeing now. It is younger people that just don't want to get hammered. They
Right.
just don't want to indulge like that.
Let's be honest. Alcohol doesn't taste good. The first thing you ever drank probably burned your throat. It doesn't,
So then why do you want non-alcoholic versions of that?
I don't know.
That's a good point. Like, why would I want to drink something that tastes like tequila? I understand.
The alcohol-free category obviously is most popular with Gen Z, 23%, and millennials, even a little more, 24%. That's the biggest summer trend. Now, a couple of other things. Red may be the new pink. Instead of rosé all day, Tessa, more people are enjoying red wine.
The antioxidants.
As people are saying, you know what? Now, I thought something lighter was a summer. They say reds are very hot this summer.
Interesting.
I don't know this stuff. I'm literally telling you something that I'm reading online.
Yeah,
I don't know
I've
this.
always thought of it as a nighttime cocktail myself.
We've talked about canned cocktails are very hot. Already on the downslope.
Mm-hmm.
These are give me an example of one that's got an alcohol in the can pre-mixed, a Texas something.
High Noons.
High
Noons or ranch water.
Ranch water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. People are ditching the canned cocktails. This article says there is less interest in ready-to-drink cocktails this summer, which have seen their biggest decrease year over year as warmer weather comes around. Only 22% say that ready-to-drink cocktails will be their summertime drink. And then finally, with kind of my first bullet point, staying in will be the new going out this summer. You just
Lame.
rolled. Now
Bro,
you
that's
just
lame.
rolled
no,
your
because
eyes.
that's lame.
I have two people rolling their eyes at me.
Tell me
We
you're
just had a
boring
pandemic,
without
guys.
exactly.
Like, what are you doing, idiots?
The weather's
Okay.
nice. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the pool. Y'all stay your ass home because I don't
a
like
bunch of
crowds. I like
losers.
my friends only. So no new friends. Y'all stay there, right there on your couch where I can see you. I'll be working on my tan lines.
Isn't it crazy? Like you go to the bar and you pay like, oh, my tab was this much. That's crazy. But then like there's also people that are like, oh, I went to the bar. I didn't have one alcoholic beverage, but I had like 40 mocktails that were $30 a piece. Like you're just getting ripped off for not having any booze. At least pay for the booze.
That's the rent. I get to be out rent.
All summer long, the guy I graduated with
drink enough for
bought a
it
house
all.
down the street from my mom, Mike Kutlak.
All right.
He will be in his garage drinking beers and smoking cigarettes with about 8 other guys. Sometimes it's like a 4 or 5. I grew up with this guy. I used to be really, really close with him. And when I go see my mom, sometimes I'll walk down there and say hi. Everybody smells of smoke. They're sitting around. They're talking about politics. It's gross. But the line is, I can get a whole case of beer for half of what I spend at a bar. These guys don't go anywhere. They just drink beers in the garage. He
Are
put
they
a
single?
he put a pisser in there. He doesn't want people going in his house. He put a pisser in there and a shower curtain. Somehow he arranged some sort of
love
thing
that.
for guys to go to the bathroom. He put a window unit in there, and they're drinking. They're drinking.
You love what you love.
They ride their bikes over there. The guys that drink with him, no DUIs. They already probably are maxed out on them. And the line I hear is, "Here's what this beer cost me compared to what it cost me out at a bar."
Are we
The
busybodies?
the new going out is staying in.
Don't ever tell me that again. Nothing has pissed me off more.
I'm sorry. I feel like both of you really got upset at that whole bit.
It's the worst.
I'm just spitting facts.
I can't believe you said that.
Okay, man, I don't know what you got going on this weekend, but if you need a new mattress, stop in and go see Mattress Mac this weekend. Gallery Furniture. There's 3 great locations. They're doing the win it all, get it all. Yeah, that much you know, but it's the 2 times promotion. So this one is off the charts. Buy a Tempur-Pedic mattress right now for $3,000 or more. If the Astros win it all in 2023, you're going to get double back. That means you spent $3, you're going to get $6,000 back if the Astros take care of business. You spend $5, you'll get 10 back. Gallery Furniture, that's all weekend. Mac is stocked with Tempur-Pedic mattresses, tons of inventory. Beautiful solid wood furniture is always ready to go and to be delivered free today. GalleryFurniture.com.
Okay, Highway 146 northbound between 96 and Kima League City Road. There's stop and go traffic. An accident on the northeast side has cleared up. East Tech southbound at Laura Copy. You still have some stop and go from Hopper to deal with, but nothing major. And that's the good news. And that's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
.94.5 The Buzz. Papa Roach. No apologies. Good morning. Rod Ryan Show. Real quick, I talked about like some of the upcoming drinking trends for the summer.
Right.
And the biggest drinking trend is
Right.
not drinking and drinking non-alcoholic
Scoff.
beers. Can I just read you one email?
Please.
I can't believe y'all are mad for young kids not wanting to be alcoholics like all of you are. They know.
I said I was happy for them.
They know better and are better off for it. They don't need alcohol to have fun and have a personality. I applaud them for it. Let's encourage that instead of being bitter and mad about it. LMAO. Girl, bye.
No, I am happy for them, but they're not having that much fun if staying in is the new going out. Like,
If I go back and
All right.
Sorry, we have more stuff we have to cope with.
Yeah.
All right? And that's my
yeah,
only mechanism.
because we've created such a safe space for them. They don't have to do anything anymore. They just want to
Sorry, I've been
Stay
stepping on so
in.
many eggshells
All right,
to not
well.
upset them that I
I
have
have
to drink.
shards of eggshell in my feet.
None of this is helping. Maria, you're not
I'm
wrong.
madder now.
You're not wrong because I'm like, no, I wanted to pound when I was young. Okay. Thank you. Always appreciate the feedback. Listen, the good, bad, the ugly with all the warts and everything.
That was a great email. I didn't hate that.
I read them all. So I appreciate you. And it's, she didn't say I'm turning you off. It's just I don't agree with what you said on the air. That's what I think this space should be. It's when somebody hears something and said, I'm shutting this off, then I get
why?
I get my feelings hurt. I said, why do you have to, can't we just disagree on something? She's not wrong. With the way how we reacted to those numbers, she is not wrong at all.
I agree
and I'm here
with her.
for it.
I agree. I want the next generation to be better than
Smarter,
us.
yeah.
Smarter,
Uh-huh.
wiser,
Yeah.
100%.
She's not turning us off.
But don't tell me the new going out is stinging. That's literally where I draw the line. Like, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining right now. I can't.
10% chance of rain. Partly cloudy today. High of 92.
10% chance of-
Tessa with Houston's headlines, please.
I have
a
an
drink.
I have an update on the Montana TikTok ban. There's a group of content creators that are now suing the state over it. The governor yesterday, if you don't remember, signed a law that prohibits TikTok from operating in Montana, or it would. It also wouldn't allow residents to download the app to their phones. So now you've got the backlash coming. A lawsuit has been filed by 5 TikTok creators claiming that that new law violates their First Amendment rights. Let's talk about ozone pollution because we had a major ozone pollution watch day yesterday. This is something. Ozone is a lung irritant and it can trigger asthma attacks in people that are sensitive. So temperatures were about 90 degrees yesterday at their peak. Today is looking almost exactly the same, except we will get a little bit of a breeze in there today. So sensitive groups, especially those with heart and lung conditions like asthma, they should really be mindful of that. It could be unhealthy for them. What else is in the air? Thank you for asking. Mold, grass, and a lot of mosquitoes here in Houston. They're back, baby. They're back.
I got some allergies flaring up a little bit over here.
Hey, there are a ton of good news stories on a blog page today.
Hey, come on. Now, this should unite all of us. I really...
Hold my hand, Alex.
I really went out of my way to find a grouping of good stories to share with you. Please share the first one where they saved someone's life.
Can you just take a moment to look at this?
Yeah, he doesn't look comfortable. I think you're...
I'm not
more
very,
like just
I'm
grabbed
not
my
very
wrist,
comfortable
but-
either, to be honest. Okay, so some NYPD cops, what you were saying, there was an emotionally disturbed guy, and he was about to take his own life. He was about to jump off a Staten Island ferry in the middle of the New York harbor, and 2 cops on the boat saw it happen. They called for backup, and they ended up grabbing him before he could go through with it.
Heroes.
Absolutely. Him getting the help he needs and, mental health. We want to talk about it more. Some
Isn't it-
people are on the edge and luckily these cops were in the right place at the right time.
Isn't it Mental Health Awareness Month?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I wanted to lead with that story. It's kind of like 3 things that nobody looks at, but it says good news stories. And if you just kind of want to feel good, there's some great things on there.
There's also a study by Harvard saying that if you want to be happier, you have to stop holding on to grudges. So I thought that was a very important story as well. Go check it out. Hey, new in theaters, Fast X, Master Gardener, and Buddy Games 2. I think the only one I'm really familiar with is a Fast and Furious franchise.
Don't forget, we did not do any spoilers, but we had some people that got early screenings, and there is a reason to stay till the end of Fast X.
Okay.
After the credits.
Iron Man's in it.
Yeah, you're gonna
Stop.
see
And Thanos comes back.
the Thor's hammer comes flying across the
That was
screen.
my favorite part of the whole thing.
Hits a Camaro.
As far as
Watched it
streaming
yesterday.
movies, The White Man Can't Jump, the one with Jack Harlow. The original was with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, but this new one, it's Jack Harlow and I think Cinco Walls from Friday Night Lights.
Is he a
That's
a
out today.
musician first, Jack Harlow, or is he an
Yes.
actor?
No, he's a
musician,
he's a
right?
rapper.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a knockoff Little Dicky.
Okay.
Courtney Love revealed some alternate lyrics to Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit that she only recently heard herself. She sang them on a podcast, although not terribly well. You can listen on the music blog page. Are you going to play it again?
Just a little clip,
Okay.
because I don't know any of the words to this song, and these are apparently
She
words
doesn't help me.
that didn't make it. Now, if you told me those were the lyrics, I would say, okay. I mean, I think he's saying hello here. And I think that's what basically
He was
Weird
gonna
Al.
say goodbye.
But I think Weird Al
goodbye.
kind of based his whole parody song on you couldn't
peace
understand any of the
out,
lyrics.
peace
The
out.
lyrics.
Okay.
Like if you just did that, like just put rhyming words in with all of any song, and be like, hey, these are the unreleased, like they
Yeah.
didn't even go with these lyrics. You could do that with any song ever.
Well,
Power of
and
suggestion.
like, that's how we go viral, Rod. Let's think of one, and we'll do that next hour.
Those are Houston's headlines. You have a lot of sports to do. You don't need.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't need to come up with a whole nother song.
I will though.
All right, what you got?
Astros will be back in action tonight. They're going to open up a weekend series with the A's at Minute Maid. First pitch is at 7:10. You can listen to that one on our sister station, Sports Talk 790. In the NBA playoffs, the Nuggets got by the Lakers 108-103 in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals to take a 2-0 series lead in that one. Tonight it's Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Heat. Miami is up in that series currently. Tip-off is at 7:30, and you can watch it on TNT. In the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Panthers beat the Hurricanes 3-2 in 4 overtimes to take Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals last night. It was the 6th longest game in NHL history. Tonight, the Golden Knights are going to host the Stars for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. That'll start at 7:30, and you can watch it on ESPN. In golf, it's day 2 of the PGA Championship up at Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York. Bryson DeChambeau is the current leader at 4 under par. You can watch the second round today on ESPN and ESPN Plus, and then on our sports blog page today, Tom Kim, a golfer in the PGA Championship yesterday, he was had his ball close to the water, was lining up his shot, and slipped and fell in the mud, and then
I saw him coated in mud.
yeah, covered in mud. That was funny in itself. So then he takes his shirt off, gets in the creek that he was by,
creek.
and just the crick, as some would say, and then just he's like, hey, I gotta wash off. Might as well do it right here. There's water here.
That water had to be cold. They had a freeze warning.
Yeah,
they had a
it was-
frost warning
It looked a
yesterday.
little chilly.
Refreshing.
And then at the end of this, on the sports blog page, you'll see somebody at the end of the day like showed him that he went viral because he's not got his phone on him. He's just golfing, finishes his round, and they're like, hey, look, everybody's talking about you. And then he just watched his clip like, oh, no. And you could just see the reaction on his face of how silly he felt that, like, oh, me falling in the mud got this big. It's
funny.
But that's pretty funny on the sports blog page today. Yeah, Houston Dynamo FC is going to be on the pitch tomorrow night. They're taking on FC Dallas on the road. That'll kick off at 7:30. You can watch it on Apple TV. And the 148th running of the Preakness Stakes is tomorrow. Kentucky Derby winner Mage is the favorite to win at 8-5 odds. Race is going to start at 6:01 exactly, and you can watch it on NBC. That is what's going on in sports.
An accident's blocking your right lane on 610 eastbound at Fannin, stopping out traffic from Buffalo Speedway there. Not much, under 5 minutes. Northwest side, a little accident reported there at Highway 6 southbound at West Road. There are delays in that area, so just be mindful. But that's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
All right, here we go. Oh, come on. That cursor gets lost. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
It's Tyler. What's going on?
Dude, you're caller number 10. That's what's going on.
Yo, we got the beer.
You do got the beer, man. Tyler, where you from?
Sugarland.
First time winning beer?
It is. First time winning beer.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Excited.
What was different about today? How many times, I think this is probably the most asked question that I get, how many times did you call before you got through? Was it multiple busy signals and those types of things?
Yeah, it was probably about 6 times, and until he answered.
So what's going to happen to me now is, Tyler, because you said that, I'm going to get a screenshot of somebody that dialed 68 times this morning trying to get through for beer, and you got through in 6 tries. Keep trying, guys. Keep trying. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, enjoy your beers.
Thanks, man. Have a good weekend.
Hey, you too. Real quick before I let you go, and I'm just kind of running this by everybody. How often do you listen to podcasts, Tyler? Is it never? Is it a few times a month, a few times a week, or every day? What best describes you in podcasts?
Probably a couple times a month. I'm not really, not a big podcast guy, but.
Where, when you're driving, when you're at home?
Usually at home.
Okay.
Watching them on YouTube or something like that. Chilling at the house. So.
Okay, very good. I promise that was the last question. Dude, off you go. Enjoy your beers. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you for listening to the show.
Yeah, man. We got the beer. Yo!
Yeah,
hey, Mom, we got the beer.
Hey, Mom. Listener Steven said, I'm not using that enough.
I was just thinking that's going to get old, but today is not the day. It's still brand new to me.
You seem to be getting a good giggle each time it
Every
plays.
time.
Okay, well, because we don't have a studio audience, believe it or not, I got to use you guys to kind of get my read on, are we heading in the right direction with these things? So I saw you giggling a little bit over that.
What could go wrong?
So there you go. I'm like, okay, well, geez, Tessa is determining whether or not we do things or not. Hey, does anybody want to talk for Open Phones Friday today? While Chili's trying to turn these phone calls around, did we just lose all of our phones?
No.
They look like
That'd be so perfect for this studio, wouldn't it?
I think all the phones just went dead.
No.
Well,
don't mess with me.
Okay, wait. Let me just. I'm going in cold. They have not been through Chili. They have not been prefaced.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
We're flying without a net here. Heath, good morning.
Good morning, Brother Rod.
You calling for Open Phones?
I am.
Okay, now because you didn't go through Chili, turn down your radio. We're so happy you called.
Don't cuss.
Be enthusiastic. Get to the point and no swearing. Okay, go. Heath, hey, good morning. You're on the air. What you got?
Hey, Brother Rod. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the BuzzFest performance for Highly Suspect.
I had a couple people tell me that they felt like they were off. I didn't get that vibe. I really liked their performance. Tell me what you thought of them.
So I really liked their performance too, but the only disappointment I had, and I didn't know if maybe you could provide some more insight, was they didn't play 16.
So,
oh yeah.
Here's some inside information, Heath. It's great that you're bringing this up too. When I was doing the interview for Highly Suspect, and sometimes Johnny, I've interviewed him before, man. You don't know what kind of mood he's going to be in. And I told Tessa this, I think, off air. I said, this is where I kind of
maybe flubbed a little.
I geared about 80% of my interview to Johnny. And then when I saw he didn't show, no big deal. I can pivot, I can move, I can talk to the twin brothers who have been there since the beginning. And we had a great conversation. But I was going to bring that song up specifically. And he would have, in the interview, hopefully said, oh, yes, well, just so you know, that's not in the set tonight. I would have asked him about that song specifically because I do think it is one of the most brutally honest. These artists don't have to share these stories with us, but I'm not going to get into the song 16. Go and listen to it. It's autobiographical and what happened in his life. Did that ruin the set for you that they didn't do that song? Because to be honest, I'm not a set list guy to go look at the internet. I don't know. Did they not include it on our show? Do they never do that song live? I don't know that much about it, Heath.
Yeah, no, I mean, it didn't ruin it for me. I still love their performance. I mean, they still have other songs that are great, but for me, that was the song that kind of like brought me into Highly Suspect.
Yep.
So
I think a lot of
was
people
super
feel that way.
excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was super excited to hear that one.
It's by far one of my favorite songs of theirs, and my favorite A Perfect Circle song is Judith. That song, Maynard wrote it about his mother being paralyzed for most of Maynard's life, and she kept her faith in Jesus. And that whole song is him, Mom, how could you possibly believe in something when they did this to you? It's not like you killed someone.
Right.
Why are you in this position, and why are you still believing and have this faith? He won't play that song live.
Wow.
And it's my favorite song. So I don't know if Johnny has that, like it's such a personal thing. He shared it with us. It's out there. I'm going to have to go look at some set lists, Heath, because I'm kind of curious now. I appreciate you bringing it up. I liked their set. A couple people said they were off. I didn't feel they were off at all. Thanks for coming to BuzzFest, though. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, it was a great time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's another line open, man. That's just like that. I have another line open, and I see you. So, Daniel, Renee, I'm coming to you after the break. We're running a little bit late today. But please, if you can hold through the break, I want to hear what you have to say. Open phones Friday. Almost anything goes. I got to cover my ass a little here. Almost anything goes. What do you want to talk about? 713-212-5945. Hey, what's up? It's your brother Rod talking about Joe Myers Toyota. Always been family first over there since the 80s. Joe Myers Toyota, family dealership committed to the employees, customers, and the community. If you're looking for a Camry, a Rockarola Corolla, a Tundra, a Tacoma, and all of these and more, they all showed up on the list of longest lasting vehicles on the road today. Okay, if you want dependability, 6 out of the top 10 longest lasting vehicles on the road today are Toyotas. They're going to pay you top dollar cash today for your vehicle. If you want to do a trade-in or if you just want them to buy your vehicle, they want to work with you. Shop them 24/7. Go see them this weekend. You can start at joemyerstoyota.com or call 281-890-8700.
Heads up on the south side, a stalled 18-wheeler is blocking a left lane and a left shoulder. It's on the Southwest Freeway going southbound at Fannin. And right now, traffic is stopped from I-10. So about a half-hour delay. Again, on the south side, be mindful of that. Construction on I-10 Katy Freeway westbound between Houston Avenue and Taylor. That is blocking a right lane and a right shoulder. That's your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
.94.5 The Buzz. Good morning, Rod Ryan Show. Chuck Johnson, 32 calls, dialing out to try to win the last case of beer today.
Okay.
Not happy about hearing about the beer winner and how few times he called to get that win. It only takes one, but I appreciate it. Chuck, it's going to happen for you. It's going to if you call 32 times for each case of beer every Friday, you're going to win the beer, right?
One day.
You're going at some point. 10% chance of rain, partly cloudy, high of 92. Alex. All right, what you got?
All right, I know everybody's ready to head into the weekend and just chill, but first, we're going to trip our brains out today, guys.
Hell
I got
yeah.
a bunch of optical illusions for you. Josh Tree already said that they're getting kind of trippy with him. This one I'm looking at right now, Tess, is this duck going left or right? It's a spinning duck, but we don't know which way he's going.
Oh, okay. I know because you said something was spinning. I've seen this before where you don't know if it's spinning left or right.
Going left.
Is it walking away or is it walking to you?
Yes.
Which line is the longer line? All kinds of crazy
It just switched. It just switched. Now it's right.
Illusions to just mess with your brain.
I like it.
Right
That's
before
just
you
what I
head
need.
into the weekend. Go check it out. Trip yourself out today. The world famous Rod Ryan Show page, thebuzz.com.
All right, who's been holding the longest? Anita. Anita, good morning.
Good morning, Buzz family.
Hey, what you got? Good morning. Welcome to Open Phones.
Thank you. Rod, I wouldn't be at peace at myself. I've been trying to get a hold to you since May, really 2020.
Wow.
During the time of that time, my world just flipped big time, May 1st of 2020. And that's when my daughter was diagnosed with leukemia. So when I was able to leave the hospital before COVID went into full effect, to go home, change of clothes, say hi to husband and my other daughter, I got a chance to hear your show. And right when I thought I couldn't smile again, you guys just made me smile for that little bit.
Wow.
You know, kind of stuff. And I'm not calling to put a damper on our Friday. I just needed to tell you thank you. Thank you to Alex, because my Gabby, she loves the hype man.
Aww.
You know, kind of, you know,
Thank you so much.
even after one of her treatments, we had the buzz on, and she was feeling so bad, and she goes, "Mom, is that the hype?" I said, "Yeah, that's him, baby."
Oh my God!
How great.
You know, kind of stuff. But thank you for.
Wow.
You've heard it many times. Your show does bring a share of joy when we feel like we're in our darkest times, and you know, you're good at what you do. You know, you and your family. So you're a part of my family.
How is she doing now, Anita?
Are you kidding me? That girl with cancer right there.
Come on!
Yes, let's
You know, kind
go.
Yep, she's in total remission. She 3 years later, you would not know this is the same girl, because we were 6 months at Methodist, the first round. Went into remission June of 2020. We had stem cell transplants. We were back at Methodist for another 36 days.
Jesus.
And for a transplant, donor transplant. And that girl, she just came back like with full force.
How old is she?
And now she's going to be 33.
33. And her name is? I know you're Anita. What's her name?
Gabby Rios.
Gabby, listen,
Such an amazing call.
Like if I'm calling for open phones now, I'm like
goosebumps now.
Yeah,
What am
I'll
I
just,
gonna?
I'll just hang up. I'm kidding. Don't hang up if you're waiting.
Can we just? I want to go home right now. I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna get any better than this.
Yeah, we
Anita,
peaked.
listen.
What I'm telling you,
Thank you.
embrace your family because within one day, April 29, 2020, I was living life one way. The following day, May 1st, my whole life just changed. And as a parent, you don't want to see your babies go through that, and you have to be strong for them and push your feelings to the side and help them push through. And, there's a lot of parents out there who are still fighting this fight with their children.
Absolutely.
So listening to your show, just for that minute, it's all it takes, for us to smile again.
Thank you so much.
And
Anita.
I'm serious. I've been trying to get a hold to you ever since, because I wouldn't be at peace myself if I did not tell Rod Ryan and his family that you are now, always will be, a part of our family.
Wait, is that someone? Someone wanted to tell her thanks for the phone call. He just walked in. What?
Thanks for the phone call, guys.
Oh, wow. Just like that.
Oh my goodness.
All right, get out of here, weirdo.
Wow. Anita, thank you. And man, hey, there's another line open.
Good luck following that.
For open phones. My goodness, bringing a tear to my eye. All right, here we go. Come on. 94.5 The Buzz. Rod Ryan Show. My favorite hour of radio on the radio. I mean, are you kidding me? After that last call? That's why this is the best hour of radio on the radio for me. I absolutely love it. Let's get right back after it. Jacob has been on hold the longest. Says Jacob from Jersey Village. Jay.
Yes, sir.
Jay names. They're
What's
awesome.
up, Brother Rod?
What's up, Jay? Talk to me. What do you got for open phones?
Well, definitely a hard call to follow up on.
No,
but,
don't worry about it. Boom. Next call,
Hey.
anything goes. It's open phones. You're right, though.
Absolutely. Hey, but my wife is hosting a belly dance event. Coming up on June 3rd and 4th. Check them out on Rax Houston, RAQS, on Instagram, Houston.com, or on Instagram. You know how it is.
Yeah,
But yeah, check them out.
She's the one that's running. So is your wife a belly dancer, and she runs the class?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Look at you.
Now,
good for you.
Does she want to just keep work
Thank
at
you.
work and be home at home? I mean, do you get a couple shows here and there? Your own?
No, she teaches classes and she's home with the kids most of the time. But,
yeah.
You know, she definitely has her events, and I make sure that she can do all that while I work during the day.
I've been told when you date a massage therapist, like
You never get a massage.
you never get a massage, okay.
But you get to go home with the instructor.
But flip that around, okay? How many guys that are mechanics are driving around a crappy car and they don't have time to work on their own cars? So it's not like those cars are running like a top either. So it's the same thing. That's why I was asking, is work at work and home at home? Because, I would have to get a belly dance here and there.
Okay, Selma Hayek, we
Just
know
saying.
belly dancing. We get it.
Never mind. Daniel, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Brother Rod. Good morning, everybody.
What's up, man? What you got for Open Phones Friday, dude?
Hey, so I just want to give a recognition to, it's the end of the school year. I want to give recognition to all the teachers, but I want to especially give recognition to all the special needs and all the life skill teachers out there. I'm a little bit biased because my son is autistic and, he does participate in, special needs programs, but they do God's work, man.
Yeah.
Can I tell you
They really
something?
do.
My mom's a special education teacher, and she 100% loves her students more than her own children. Like, those kids bring her so much joy, and we don't bring her that much joy. She doesn't talk about us the same way she talks about her students. So those teachers really love their work, and they're angels, all teachers, but of course the special education teachers.
They are. Oh my God. He comes home every day with new words, and I'm just in shock.
Those victories
Every day
are probably
comes
hard to even put into your own words when there's some sort of a breakthrough like that.
Yeah, exactly, man. You expect to be the father to come out there and coach the softball team, the football team, but whenever you have, you find out the news that your son's autistic, it's like, your life kind of turns around. But yeah, exactly, man, exactly.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
call.
that.
Yeah.
And, a lot of times we do kind of just get a shout out to all teachers, and he really kind of specified that and reeled that one in. And I think it was great. Javi, good morning.
Buzz family, how the heck are y'all doing?
Great, man. What do you have for Open Phones Friday today?
Okay, so another J identifies H, but okay.
They're great. All the J's are great.
So I want to follow behind Anita's message that she bestowed on us. That is just amazing how she just brings such light and how she highlights that y'all are just amazing in everything that y'all do. That y'all do a job, y'all see a job, but behind it is truly it's just a great thing to the community. And we just truly appreciate y'all, Rod Ryan family.
Thank you.
And I love y'all.
Man, you guys
Love
are.
you too.
Love you too, man.
You guys get me choked up today, man. Come on.
So much love.
Thank you so much.
We
And
do
see,
this every day. Like, this is a great way.
I needed this. We
I
held
love
hands
this.
today, Alec. This is
Ooh-wee.
it's a big day.
that's another line open, man. Open phones. You guys are awesome. Listen, just listening to the show is thank you enough. But boy, such kind words. Thank you so much for that. Open phones, anything you want. Okay, I'm going to be able to get to a couple more calls after this. 713-212-5945. Come on. 94.5 The Buzz. Rod Ryan Show. Crossfade and cold. Come on, let's go. Let's sneak on a couple of these calls. Kaylin has been holding the longest. I appreciate you holding. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, what you got for open phones?
I want to say congratulations to my son and all the graduates graduating this weekend.
Yeah.
Congratulations, y'all.
Woo!
What's his name?
Trey Morris.
Congratulations. Now, what does Trey have plans this summer?
Well, he's going to the Marines next month.
Wow.
He's been shipped out.
Wow.
How are you feeling about
Yeah,
that?
how's mom?
I am very nervous.
Yeah. Yeah. Are
He's
you
gonna come
But
back a
I'm proud of
man.
him.
He's gonna come back
We
a man.
are very proud of him. Yes.
Did you watch Full Metal Jacket recently?
No, I don't want to.
Are you gonna watch it this week?
Do
Watch
not.
No.
Watch Full Metal Jacket this weekend.
What is the matter with
No,
you?
no, thank you. You watch it for me. Tell me all about it on Monday.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
watch Tropic Thunder. That one's
Listen,
way better.
I'll give you a call
Kind of
back.
the same movie.
I'll tell you all about it. No, listen. Hey, thanks to your boy for doing that. That's a huge thing.
we need that.
Why the Marines, Kaylin? Why did he pick the Marines?
I have no idea. I think he played too many video games growing up.
Well, that's awesome. Well, congratulations, and that goes to everybody that's graduating right now, for sure. It's a huge thing, and when you go right into the service, that's amazing. You get 1 month to party a little bit, and then boom, you're off. Chris, good morning. Open Phones Friday. What you got?
What's up, family?
What's up?
Man, I was going to call and talk about that crazy fresh out of bed head-to-head this morning, but then Anita called, and I was like, this is the best show, broadcast y'all have done. If y'all haven't felt the love before, man, y'all are getting it today, and y'all for sure deserve it. Y'all could retire after a show like today, man.
I was about to
Jeez
cry. I had
Dude,
tears welling.
I was tearing up. I was on the edge of my seat this morning. I had my radio so loud listening to that fresh out of bed. Then I heard Anita and started crying. I was just rounding out all the emotions today.
Gotta do it.
A little bit of everything.
I think a lot of morning shows, because those are the last places where everyone's on live, I think Friday's like a throwaway. And people think that Open Phones was a throwaway.
No.
They felt when I presented
love
this
it.
when I presented this to Radio Wizard, this wasn't just us effing off the last hour of the week, because this one I have to be more alert, more awake, more on top of it to react to what you guys are talking about. When I'm controlling,
Right, you really are
When
the
I'm
most interactive radio show.
Thank
and
you.
I just want to tell you, you hit the post every time. I played that game, and it is an anxiety attack and a half, dude.
Isn't it?
And every
Isn't it?
time after I played that game, I was like, is he going to hit the post? No, he did it perfect. Of course he did. Rod Ryan nails it every time. I'm like, why is he perfect?
Well,
I'm terrible.
Listen, that's high praise. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. This is the soft part of the
So wonderful.
Open Phones bed.
It's perfect for this phone call.
The only
Feeling the love.
problem with Anita's call, it would have been so baller if we left after that. But I'm like, damn
I
it,
almost did.
we have another 30 minutes.
I thought we could drop Mike.
You guys have been so great today. And if I don't tell you, and I think I do, but man, we're so lucky to have you guys. So thank you. But back to presenting this to Radio Wizard. This wasn't a fluff off the last hour. If I'm sitting here and I'm presenting topics and I'm trying to get, my team here to talk about things and present things, and it's easier than the loaded gun that is the other
A
end of
listener.
this, the phone
Yeah.
call.
No offense, but you guys are loaded guns for sure.
So-
we never know what y'all are going to say.
Right. I'll have a little idea of this one wants to say hi to graduating class, or I'll have a little bit of an idea of what you guys want to do. But I had to make sure that I told Radio Wizard when I wanted to do this segment, this is not just going off into the weekend and only really working 3 hours and then the last hour is easy. This is the most difficult hour of the year. Homeroom gets so busy, right? But this still is, because I'm trying to make something happen with each phone call. So you have to be a little bit more, I'm not checked out. I should have come up with something on Friday for the last hour to check out. We should have had people come in and
Like a
give us
pizza party hour or something.
pizza party and back rubs for the last hour of the show.
Something. I
like that.
You can
Man,
still
am I
do it.
stupid? Why didn't I come up with that?
Even when you ask the company, hey, no, we need phone lines. We need multiple phone lines. We need to be able to talk to people. They're like, why?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? An actual radio show in there?
I am kicking myself for not making the last hour a massage pizza party.
I'm
every
mad
week.
at you too.
What are you giving away on Know the Show?
Pit tickets.
Okay.
Dave Matthews Band tonight at Woodlands Pavilion. So look, not only do you have to know the show, you have to be ready to go to Woodlands tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's tonight.
So everyone figure it out.
Your question is coming up on the flip of this break. Stay with us.
Question, are you an industry professional? Do you have a passion to make a real difference? Okay, well, Lone Star College is looking for you. They want subject matter experts to train the next generation of skilled workers. So they're seeking instructors for industry-related training in healthcare, manufacturing, energy, electrical, and HVAC. Also, did you know Lone Star College has been named a great college to work for? Yep, by the Chronicle of Higher Education 9 times. They offer great benefits, insurance, retirement plan options, paid vacation, and holiday time. Yeah, spring break. I said it. If you want more information, visit lonestar.edu/employment. That's lonestar.edu/employment. Start your search for a new career today. Southwest Freeway, southbound at Fannin, a stall just cleared, but there's still some stop and go from I-10. It's about a 5-minute delay. You got 10 minutes worth of a delay over in the Iowa Colony area. Highway 288 going southbound right before Highway 6 and CR 48. That is your wreck check on 94.5 The Buzz.
.94.5 The Buzz. Just like that, man. We got to get out of here. It's 9:51. We got one last bit of business. Chili made you wait the whole damn show. So if I do want to throw him if I was to throw him under the bus, it would be right now. It's Chili's fault that he saved these Dave Matthews Band pit passes to the very, look at him laughing. He's like, yep.
That's right.
All right, so in the pit, but it's tonight. So who is DTP down to party tonight in the pit? What's your question?
So I just want to say this show had a lot of kumbaya moments. I thought we, for the most part, were all about the love and kindness and togetherness. But there was one part of the show that really just pissed me off. It got under my skin. We were talking about it. I think Alex was a little triggered as well. But someone has to tell me, what's the new going out for young people? Tell me what the new going out is, because apparently I'm not hip anymore. What is the new going out according to these younger and wiser generation?
You're 4 feet from me. You're talking, and I don't know where you're going with this. I'm like, what? When did you get mad? Oh, you did get upset at that.
Violently.
Okay. 713-212-5945. Even had a couple reactionary emails about that.
Yes, we did.
94.5 The Buzz. Good morning. Rod Ryan Show. Hey, man, we got to go. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
I don't think Chili even says that, but you know who I'm talking about when I say that, though.
He says it.
I think he does say it. Hey,
He
guys.
has said it.
We got to
before.
go. We're wrapping up what was an amazing Open Phones Friday. It was a great free beer Friday. It's always great. Thank you, Specs, for hooking us up with the beers. 10% chance of rain today. Partly cloudy, 92. 88's the high tomorrow with a 20% chance of rain. 82 is your high on Sunday with a 20% chance of rain with cloudy skies. Sounds like a pretty good weekend to me. Look at this. We got a Jose on the phone right now.
Wonderful.
J-Name.
Date one then. You date him then.
I'm going to. Jose, are you single?
No, I'm married.
God damn it.
All right. Well, that's the first. The first you don't succeed, Rod. I'm sure another one will call.
I finally step up to the plate, and this is what happens.
He's ready for commitment.
See if I ever ask anybody out again. All right, Jose. Let's see if we can get you some. Are you free tonight?
Definitely.
Okay. Tessa, what's your question? Because he's got to get it right.
Okay, Jose, tell me, what's the new going out for young people?
Is it not going out?
Oh, yeah, it is.
I would be staying in, yes. The new going out is staying in, not leaving.
It really, it creased Tessa today. Like I haven't seen something crease her in a bit.
I'm going to go out so hard because that's how mad I
You
am.
don't feel well. Stay home.
No, I'm going out.
Give Jose some tickets, please.
Go to the pit. Get your ass in the pit. Dave Matthews, man. You know the show. Congratulations.
Wow.
Have fun with your wife.
I put in your happy relationship.
Have a good time with your wife. You don't even know what you're leaving behind.
You guys are awesome.
Thanks, bro. Have an awesome weekend. In the pit, DMB. Just like that. I agree with my man Chili. It's a great way to end the show today with such a huge prize. Okay. If only I had this.
I could have used a little more cowbell. You're gonna want that cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell, baby. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right. Do we have time for one more?
Do it.
One more.
So dumb.
I'm waiting for the email. I just in my heart of hearts, I feel like the wizard hates that drop. It just seems like something he would hate. Doesn't it?
It does. It does. Remember yesterday when we thought he wasn't listening? I got an email like 2 seconds later. I was like, he's here, he's not listening.
Yes.
He's like, nope.
He was
Heard
listening.
that.
Hey, the goat is back on the show. I got an email from Corey, the goat hunter. The one day I sleep in, he missed his boyfriend playing this morning. So the GOAT is back in our lives. He beat Slow Fast Andrew, who gave him a hell of a game. Slow Fast Andrew will be back in our lives, and I think he will come back with a vengeance. But yeah, red pancakes on Monday as the GOAT goes for win number 2. Fanny Friday, number 1 link today. Fixtagram Thursday from yesterday was the number 2 link today. Open phone callers, what can I say? Man, everybody. It says MVP, Anita. Yeah, most valuable caller, MVC.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Specs, for the beers. Free Beer Friday. Rod Ryan Show replay tomorrow. Who has 6 picks? Because Chili was supposed to have it on Friday.
I think it defaults to Chili.
And
I
we
think
all
so,
did
too.
it. So Chili should have his own 6 picks.
He just got double birds from Chile.
and he just
that
gave
could
me-
be one.
Yeah.
That could be your
Start
first
it off
one.
that way. There's one
Your-
picture, 5 more.
That was your twin that suggested that, too.
I was just trying to keep track. I'm not trying to make you have to do
At
stuff.
Rod Ryan Show, all socials, podcast, drink video, ditch day information is all online. That's it. We'll come back on Monday with Chili 6 picks and all kinds of. We'll start it all over again. We'll have a good time. That's it. Make sure Jose's on hold. Jeremy's up next. Nonstop Nooner. Pick your tickets with him in the 1 o'clock hour. Guys, it's been a really fun week. I don't know how often I say that, but I think all week was really fun.
It was a fun
I
week.
felt like it had a really good vibe, and I only got yelled at a few times. That's good. I only got yelled at a couple of times. That's pretty good. That's a good week for me, man.
Killing it, bro. Killing it.
All right, that's it, guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We love every one of you, man. AMF.